So, should you get the closed back headphone or the open back headphone? The difference might surprise you. Welcome, my name is Tyler. I'm a lo-fi and ambient music producer. A lot of people asked me this question before. What's the difference between the open back and the closed back headphone? So I think it is time for me to make a video to talk about all the details for you. So I used the Biodynamic DT990 Pro open back headphone and the Biodynamic DT770 Pro closed back headphone for almost 4 years. In this video, I won't be focusing on the brand, I will only focusing on what the difference between open back and the closed back headphone. Hopefully this can help you to decide which one is right for you. So let's dive in. Let's talk about the closed back headphone first. Closed back headphone has studded ear cup that completely cover your ears. This design will trap the sounds inside and block external noise. So if you are in a noisy environment, this will be more better for you. And here is the pro of a closed back headphone. First thing, it is great for recording. So if you are someone love to record the vocal or guitar, this one will be more better for you. Since the sound didn't leak out, so the microphone won't be pick up the sounds. So it is perfect for you to record vocal and guitar more clean and you won't be record a lot of different sounds into your microphone. The second one is isolation. So you can see the ear cup is closed, so it is more useful in a noisy environment. But keep it in mind, this is not noise cancellation, so you won't be exactly block every noise around you, but basically it can block up some small noise. Even if you take this out in the cafe, you can still block a little bit of the external sounds. It can also easy for you to listen the details in this closed back headphone. And the third one is the closed back headphone will be more punchier on the bass. Because the sound is more contented, you often will get more powerful on the low end. So what is the con? The first one is smaller soundstage, because when you wear this headphone, you will hear the sounds will be more inside your ear rather than it is more spacey area around you. So if you love to mixing some like ambient stuff, you will always want more spacey, wider sounds feeling. The closed back headphone, it is so hard for you to listen that kind of feeling. The second one is the ear fatigue, because the closed back headphone always will give you some pressure on your ear. If you use it for a few hours of the session, you will feel like your ears a bit of tight. That is why I usually only use it for recording guitar. For me, I didn't record vocals, so I usually only use it for record guitar. The last one is the mixins don't always translate. Because closed back headphone will be more punchy on the low end, you may overcompensate on the bass when you're mixing. And also the sound is not wider enough, so maybe you will add too much the reverb on it, still feeling it is a bit of inside your ear. That is why I'm not recommend you use the closed back headphone for mixing. Open back headphone have perforated or vented ear cup. The air and the sounds move freely, which will create a natural, wider, speaker-like sounds. Here is the pro with the example. The first one is sounds natural and spacious sounds. You will feel like the music is around you and it is not trapped inside your ear. And usually you will feel like it's blending the sounds with the outside noise. It is more sounds like a speaker feeling, but you will listen to more spacey with sounds. The second one is very important, is accurate for mixing and mastering. You will easier to listen to the EQ, the balance, and the stereo width. And the third one, this is also very important. So you know, the open back headphone, the sounds can come in and out, and that means it is more comfortable for using this for a long section. Even though I wear this for a few hours for mixing, my ears still feeling comfortable rather than the closed back headphone. If you have both headphones before, you will exactly feel like how comfortable of the open back headphone. But keep it in mind, you should always rest your ears after a few hours for mixing and mastering. So what is the con of a open back headphone? So the first thing is the sound is leakage. That means you can hear outside noise, and also when you listen to the music, the people around you can always listen to what you hear. Even though it is not super loud, but they will actually listen to what you are listening. So that is why you can't use this for recording the guitar or mic, because the microphone will record your leaking sounds. So the second one is no isolation. That is why I talked before, if you are in a noisy environment, this is super hard for you to listen to the details on the music, because you will listen a lot of noise sounds around you. So this one will be more perfect for you when you mixing at home, making music at home or the studio. So yeah, this is basically the fundamental elements between the open back and the closed back headphone. For my personal use, I'm usually don't record vocal, but when I recording guitar, I always will use the closed back headphone for recording guitar. But almost all the time I will use the open back headphone, which is more easy for me to listen to the details. And for the mixing, you know, I love to make it super wide spacey sounds, and I feel like this open back headphone can put me flowing into the space feeling. But in the closed back headphone, it always just inside a box feelings. I hope this feeling can let you understand what is the difference. But I can't recommend different headphone brand for you, because this biodynamic DT990 Pros and the DT770 Pro, which is the one and the only one brand that I use when I get started, and until right now I use these two headphones for 4 years and still working very well. I almost use it for every day. And to be honest, I feel like the sound is so good. When I use this to listen the music, and the mixing is basically, I think it's perfect. Even though I didn't compare with other, but I'm very happy with this purchase. So if you are a beginner, you can only afford one headphone, which one you should choose? In my opinion, always pick the open back headphone for the first headphone, because it will be help you to listen a lot of details when you mixing. But keep it in mind, if you are in a very noisy environment, I think you should pick up the closed back headphone rather than the open back one. Or you will need to record vocals or guitar, you always should pick the closed back for your first one. To be honest, I think you should buy both headphones for it for the long term, because you know, as a producer, you always will like work with some vocals, guitar, but sometimes you also need to mixing it. I think this is the most worth investment for your music journey. But if you have to pick only one for get started, just based on what you need and also what I talk in this video. So I hope this video can help you to decide which one is right for you, and don't forget to leave the comment below, let me know which brand you like the most. And don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell button, and I see you in the next one.